This is not the video I was wanting to make today and not the news we were hoping for, but I said I'd be back when there was an update, and this is it. So the restrictions on people unvaccinated against COVID travelling to the USA have been extended until the 10th of April 2023. They had been set to expire on the 8th of January 2023. So this announcement you can see here is on the TSA website, and I'll go through it for you. I haven't found any news yet that gives any explanation why it's been extended, like what evidence this is based on. But anyway, here is the announcement. So, emergency amendment, requirements for proof of being fully vaccinated against COVID-19. This goes from when the current one expires, so on the 9th of January, and lasts until the 10th of April 2023. So it's a 4-page document. I've clipped the main bits. Mainly it's a guide to airlines on what they need to do to ensure people have proof of vaccination. So that's the next page. You can pause it if you like. Next one here, more of the same, guidelines to airlines. And this is just the actions required for the airlines. So it goes through a list of things that passengers have to do: present paper or digital documentation of proof of being fully vaccinated. Air carriers basically need to make sure everybody has evidence of that. Says here they need to keep the evidence for no less than 2 years. And this is the end of it. So, like I say, not the news we were hoping for. I know how many of you, like me, are waiting for this to be lifted, and you're either waiting to travel to the USA or to have people visit you there, and this is just really disappointing. So I don't know what the reason is. I wonder if it's the China situation, because that's been in the news with lots more cases being reported in the news, or maybe the new variant that's been reported. Like I say, nothing's been given. So maybe they will give some updates. I'll keep my eye out. And as usual, I'll come back if there's any further information. And just to finish off, it's not really any better news, but this has been in the news about travel as well. It's a list of countries that's up until today, 4th of January, made COVID tests mandatory for travellers from China. So United States will impose mandatory tests. These are PCR tests beginning the 5th of January. All air passengers aged 2 and older will require a negative test before departure from China, Hong Kong, or Macau was the next one after that. And India's mandated it for travellers from China, Hong Kong, Japan, South Korea, Singapore, and Thailand. So it's not just nationals of those countries, it's anyone just travelling through or transiting through those countries. So say you went, say, Singapore, started in Sydney, Singapore, and then to India. Because you've come through Singapore, I assume you would need the PCR test. And all these countries here are also mandating PCR tests for travellers coming from China. As far as I know, the UK said that even if they arrive and it's positive, they don't need to quarantine. There's no facilities that have been set up again for that. But it's all very sort of recent news, so we'll see how that develops. So that's the news. And as I say, any further updates or important information, I will be back. Okay, thanks everyone.